we will have Stevan Micic taking on Ronnie Rios, Bresser.
We always have the discussion there. How it's gotten changed, and what do we go with? Let's go with Rios Bresser.
Rios Bresser. Well, we've got Rios on the board.
Rios on the board. We'll stick with Rios.
We'll stick with Rios. Stevan Micic in the red, Rios in the blue. A nice mohawk, nice hairdo here for Rios. Have to say.
And Micic was a former cadet world team member, and he was defeated in the finals by Dayton Fix, who is actually cadet eligible, made the world team at 54 kilograms. He sits in the best of 3 final. And eye-opening technical fallout in Las Vegas. Micic, your #1 seed, coming into the challenge bracket.
Right, and he was second at this tournament last year to Tomasello. But now Micic, he's in on the single leg. He drops down, gets the takedown. He's working on the lace. And Rios loses his shoe as Micic working on the lace. And they go out of bounds. Going to be no points on the top from Micic. But he is, he's one of these guys that is going to come into the NCAA scene and just tear things up. He is really good. And, maybe he got a little shell-shocked against Dayton Fix. I'm interested to see if those two do match up again. Could it be a different scenario? And I think it could. Micic definitely capable of winning this tournament.
And as we've got a wild one taking place on 1. Darian Cruz trailed early, came back, got some takedowns. Now there was a situation, Cruz was in on a double leg, and Mueller, exposure. And one of them went 2-2. The challenge, Angry Bird, has been thrown by the Lehigh corner. You're down to 6 seconds left. So that's on the other half here at 55 kilograms. And Micic has a win over Cruz last year at the Junior Open. Actually, Junior World Team Trials first round. That was an 8-6 win for Micic.
Oh, and we're back to it here after Rios able to get that shoe back on and all laced up. And now Micic, he's in on the single leg again. And Rios trying to hop over the top here. But Micic staying solid. Trying to weasel his way behind and get the takedown. Does. Trap arm locked up. But Rios, you see his head had touched out of bounds. So Micic does not get the opportunity to run with that trap arm. But Micic looking real good against a very tough Rios. I mean, he did good things for Oregon State this year at the NCAA level. Very tough competitor. Micic looking, got the underhook, elbow control on the right. Now he's going to pull off a 2-on-1. Drops down the single. Rios trying to circle out. Almost caught the lat and able to catch the back and get a 2-point takedown of his own. Both guys very quick here. And very quick to the adjustment. Back to that 2-on-1 for Micic. Rios circles in. Nice duck under there for Micic. He gets the takedown. 6-0 on the board.
And I was looking for Micic to go back to that gut. He had the trapped arm gut locked up. He's gone to a lace. He's going to get one turn. He's going to run out of real estate. Can he get another turn? He's blown out of bounds before he can get that second turn to finish off the match.
Well, with 15 seconds left, does Micic try to get the deciding takedown here? Pulling off the 2-on-1. And we will head to the break. 8-0, a dominating first period for Stevan Micic. And he's looking to get to these challenge tournament finals.
And we talked about that semifinal that was going to review. It is 7-7 on the board. I think they're sorting out criteria to show who's leading. Only 6 seconds left on mat 1. And I think blue, they showed having criteria. That's Mueller.
So back to action here. Second period, Micic up by 8, and he's coming forward trying to finish this thing off. Again, pressuring forward. Wraps both the arms, and he's going to get a step out there, 1 point on the board. So now it's 9-0. A point away from the tech fall is Micic, who has controlled things throughout this match. Outside single leg for Rios. He's in deep. Now Micic cuts the corner. Rios trying to come out the back door. Micic able to work his way to a hip lock, trying to limp leg out. Now he'll spin around behind. And Rios going to come out on top here. He gets the takedown.
Not confirmed yet. We're still up in that quad pod.
Well, now Micic, he grabs the ankle.
Turns back in. White paddled across the way. White paddled by the chair.
Now that is some impressive stuff from Stevan Micic. He goes from the quad pod and gets a takedown of his own.
And that's where the guys that are really good there, quad pod, he turns back in. He drops his knee in the quad pod, but because he's turning back in, it was scored 2 in the center. It was white paddle by both sides.
And we do have an angry bird on the mat from Rios' corner. Probably going to see if he touched that knee.
Well, and there's nothing to lose.
Right. So I do believe it was Jack Mueller.
Yes, Jack Mueller, 7-7. He had the last score criteria. He was able to hold off Darian Cruz. It was a situation where Cruz was in on a takedown and got exposed twice.
So we're still awaiting this challenge here. You see it on your board right there. Nicely done. Scratch that. Still awaiting the video.
One of those exciting semifinals that we were talking about taking place on 1. Mitchell McKee, K. Brock. As our review's taking place up here, we're going to see Micic go to the quad pod.
A wild scramble scenario here. You see the knee is down. I could possibly
almost
see
the left knee down at the beginning of that exchange. Now he turns back in. This was scored 2 in the center and white paddled. Confirmed here, Micic, your 11-0 tech fall winner. He's on to meet Jack Mueller in the Challenge Tournament final.
With that, we're going to move on. We have Brock Zacharel taking on Colton McChrystal. And the